Coca-Cola's success didn't happen by chance. It happened because of visionary franchisors who believe in the power of partnerships. Today, we celebrate the people who bring the brand to life in every community. Our goal is simple: to inspire franchisors to keep innovating, keep collaborating, and keep leading the way. With a system built on trust, consistency, and shared success, every franchise partner has the power to help Coca-Cola grow even stronger. Let's explore how we can continue to empower franchisors and build a future where every bottle, every store, and every franchise thrives together.
Good morning, ma'am. Our topic is about the Coca-Cola Company. Overview of franchising opportunities and performance. Coca-Cola's success comes from its strong franchising system. The Coca-Cola Company, or known as the TCCC, owns the brand and the secret formula, but they do not produce most of the drinks themselves. Instead, they provide the syrup or concentrate to many independent franchise partners, or known as the bottlers. These franchise partners are responsible for manufacturing, packaging, distributing, and selling the finished beverage to the consumers. Because of this system, Coca-Cola can operate more efficiently and focus on brand building and marketing.
So, good evening, everyone. Franchising overview. The first one is we will talk about the company background and history of the Coca-Cola Company. So, ang kanilang Coca-Cola Company is nagsugod ni siya start-up sa ilahang business in 1886. But mas libos ang ilang business or mas nailado kumbaga ang ilang business in 1899 because they let the other business owners to make bottle and sell the drinks while ang Coca-Cola Company is nag-focus on making the concentrate syrup. Then the next one is ang franchising model and strategies. So the strategy is the concentrate and franchise model. So ang sunod is ang kaning TCCC or ang the Coca-Cola Company. So, ang kaning Coca-Cola Company is mo ni sila ang ga-develops, ang tagiya, also sila po ang ga-manage yung mga brands and especially sila ang ga-create bitaw sa kaning mga concentrate syrup or sa main syrup to deliver or para mabaligya nila dayon into their franchise partners. Then, ang sunod is ang kaning franchise partners. Ang kaning franchise partners po sa Coca-Cola Company is man sila ang ga-purchase sa concentrate syrup from the TCC. Ilang pampaliton to ang atong mga concentrate syrup nga gibuhat sa TCC kay para ila din tong himuon dayon og drinks. Sila ang ga-mix, ga-bottle, and then after nila mabuhat na is ila na din i-deliver ang kanang mga drinks to their final destinations like sa mga stores, sa restaurants, and etc. Then ang ilang strategy is focus on alignment systems. Ang kaning Coca-Cola Company ang ilang strategy is focus on system alignment to ensure nga ang ila bitang mga franchise partners is kanang ga-follow bitaw sa ilang mga regulations and standards kay para ang ilaha gyapon Coca-Cola Company is kanang high gyapon bitaw ang quality and also visible bitaw siya og consistent everywhere, and that's it.
So, good afternoon, ma'am. Good afternoon, everyone. My topic is all about franchise locations. So, the first is list of existing franchise locations. So, Coca-Cola doesn't have any franchise store. Instead, the company works in many independent bottling partners in different parts of the world. So, here are some of the biggest partners sa Coca-Cola. Like Coca-Cola FEMSA, it serves in many countries in Latin America. Coca-Cola Euro-Pacific Partners or the CCEP covers the Europe, Australia, Indonesia, or the Philippines and the nearby areas. So the Coca-Cola HBC operates in many European countries. And the last is Swire Coca-Cola works in China, Hong Kong, Taiwan, Vietnam, and parts of the US. So Coca-Cola is available in 200 plus countries, but there's no single list of all bottling locations because each partners run in their own facilities. So the second is the map of franchise locations. So Coca-Cola has a global map of bottling partners that make and distribute Coke in different countries. So Coca-Cola is in 200 plus countries. It works with hundreds of bottling partners around the world. So each partner covers a region like Europe, Asian, or Latin America. So daghan gig naserban ang Coca-Cola. So the third one is the number of franchise growth rate. So Coca-Cola works with about 225 bottling partners worldwide. And together, they run around 900 plants that make and deliver Coke stores in over 200 countries. So the growth rate of Coca-Cola is still growing, just not very fast. Their sales went up a little from 33.3 to 33.7 billion drinks in a year. It's a small increase, but it shows the company is still expanding.
My topic is about financial performance. First is total franchise revenue. The $47.06 that Coca-Cola is only the money they made from selling the syrup. Ngunit ang kabuuan ng kita ng inumin ng Coca-Cola sa buong bansa kasama na ang kita ng franchise partner ay mas mataas pa. Example, just one big partner company, Coca-Cola HBC made $11.6 billion USD from selling the finishing bottle and cans. Letter B is Realty Fee Concentrate Sales and Marketing Contribution. Concentrate sales and the royalty equivalent is Coca-Cola money by selling concentrate and syrup to their partner company. Ito ang kanilang pangunahing paraan ng pagkuha ng royalty o kita because they make money on every Coca-Cola product that their partners make. Next is marketing contribution. The marketing structure is a partnership where the Coca-Cola Company, the Coca-Cola found in high-level global brand building campaign, while a franchise partner is responsible for heavy investment in local sales and distribution to ensure the product reach customer. And next is letter C, average franchise sales and growth rate. The Coca-Cola Company organic revenue growth, the statement indicate that the Coca-Cola Company achieved a 12% increase in organic revenue for the entire year 2024. Means ay tumaas ang kanilang binta tungod sa international business ng pagtaas ng presyo at paglago ng benta. Next is global unit case volume growth. Global unit case volume growth of 1% for the full year 2024 means ang kabuuan ng bilang ng mga unit ng inumin ng naibinta ng sistema ng Coca-Cola sa buong mundo ay tumaas ng 1%. And the last, insight. Ang kumpanya ay kumikita ng mas maraming pera, hindi lang sa pagbibinta ng mas maraming inumin, kundi higit sa lahat ng pagtaas ng presyo.
So, hi everyone. My name is Jisri Evelyn. My assigned topic is all about the operational performance. So, franchisee satisfaction and retention rates. So, the retention is franchise agreements are long-term, making the retention rate virtually 100%. So, kani siya is kasabutan bitaw sa franchisee o franchise nga pang matagalan, retention rate, taga-tagal ng mga franchisee. Nga kuan bitaw siya, halos 100% ang in rate. Satisfaction. Satisfaction measured through ongoing joint business planning sessions. Satisfaction is driven by strong brand equity, product innovation, and TCC's effective support in driving consumer demand. So, kani siya ang satisfaction is, mo ni siyang gina-measure sa business plan. Then, maka-satisfy ni siya kay maka-build bitaw og strong brand equity pati pud sa product nga gi-innovate. Then, sa company, sa Coca-Cola, effective gyapon ni siya kay mao man ni ang nag-support sa consumer. B is training and support provided. TCC provides extensive support and resources to its franchise partners. First is the R&D and innovations, develops new products, formulas, and sustainable packaging solutions. So kaning R&D and innovation is mao bitaw ang gahimo or ga-improve bitaw sa ilang bag-o nga products pati na pud sa formulas. Then sustainable packaging solutions, mao pud ni ang kanang ang ilang mga packaging bitaw kay sustainable tas dili siya maka-harmful sa environment. Quality control ensures strict adherence to global standards for product quality, safety, and manufacturing processes. So ang quality control is gina-ensure bitaw nga ang pagkuan sa global standard sa product is naa bitaw quality kay makuan man na ang ma-attract man ang customer if tsada bitaw ang products. Then safety, dapat siya safe food siya, then safe conditions. Then pag delivered bitaw is kuan siya kanang easier and faster ang pag-process. Commercial leadership provides guidance and training on merchandising, retail executions, and route to market strategies for the franchise systems. So, ang commercial leadership is gina-provide bitaw ang pag-guide or pag-train bitaw or pag-conduct sa merchandise para sa unsa ang imong strategy sa market nga imong gi-franchise. Letter C is the operational metrics and benchmarks. First is the key metrics tracked across the franchise system include unit case volume. The core measures of product units sold. So kani siya ang unit case volume is mo ni siya ang ga-measure if pila ang product na imong na baligya. Revenue per case, a measure of price realization and sales mix quality. So kani pud siya ang revenue per case, mao pud ni ang gasukat or ga-measure sa imong price o pati sa imong gibaligya nga lain-lain sila og quality. Equipment place, number of coolers, vending machines, and fountain dispensers placed at retail outlets. So kani po siya is ang equipment place. Kung pila ang nabutang bitaw sa kuan sa coolers, panina po sa kung aha nabutang ang mga materials na imong gigamit. Thank you.
Marketing and sales. So the first one is we will talk about the marketing strategies and campaign. Global strategies, meaning that the Coca-Cola company make one global campaigns and local partners customize so it connects better with their local customers. And also, the Coca-Cola company focus and invest online platforms to reach people and create a more personal experience for each customers. Then the second one is ang sales performance and growth rate. So, Coca-Cola sales are strong with revenue growing by 12% in 2024. This growth is organic, which means it comes from selling new product or more product and improving business, not from buying other companies. Then, ang growth driven is Coca-Cola's growth is driven by innovations and product expansions. They are creating new package size that increase revenue per case and expanding into fast-growing non-sparkling drinks like Body Amor and Coffee Costa. Then the last one is ang kani lead generation and conservation rate. B2B focus or business to business focus. So, ang leads ani is ang Coca-Cola and its franchise partner focus in gaining new customers. They work on getting their products into more stores and restaurants and making sure people choose Coca-Cola drinks when eating out. Then, ang conversions. Conversion is about helping retailers sell more Coca-Cola products. Coca-Cola and its franchise do this planning together with stores. They provide right equipment like colors and displays and using strong merchandise program to make a product more visible and encourage impulsive buying. And that's all.
So my part of our report is about the challenges and opportunities. So first one is the challenges facing the franchise system. So it includes health-related taxes. So sa Coca-Cola is daghan mga government daw nga ga magbutang og extra sugary drinks nga makaapekto sa sales. And secondly is ang pricing cost. So nitaas ang presyo sa mga important nga materials like sa aluminum cans and sweeteners nga ug transport nga makapagamay sa profit. Then secondly is the letter B, opportunities for growth and expansion. So it includes portfolio diversification. So dako kayog chance na mo expand sa lain-laing drinks like sa coffee, energy drinks, and punctual health drinks. So, and there have a digital e-commerce. So, mas better gid nga mag-use ta og technology kay mas mapanindot pa ang pag-online selling o pag-delivery routes o operation gamit ang digital tools o data analysis o na po emerging market. So, dagang developing countries sa Asia o Africa nga gamay pa og consumption. So, dako kayo growth potential. And lastly is the letter C. It is the recommendation for improvement. So, it includes accelerate sustainability. So, kinahanglan nga mag-set ta og mas taas nga goals para sa plastic reduction o recycling para maprotektahan ang brand o long-term operations. And they have a focus zero sugar. So mas maayo nga ang marketing o new product i-focus sa low sugar or no sugar drinks para malikayan ang health issues o taxes.
Recommendations for future action. First, a sustained price mix strategy. This means Coca-Cola should continue introducing new and innovative sizes of the packaging that the company offers to the consumers because changing package size might help the company increase the revenue earned from each product. And lastly, I can recommend the digital transformations. The company should also invest more in digital platforms because nowadays digital platforms can help the operations of the business to improve, and also the operations of the business can increase sales and revenues and reach global customers. Highlights and challenges. The highlights is the Coca-Cola franchising system gives the company a huge global reach, market, and strong performance. For the challenges, Coca-Cola also faces several problems in their system. Complex supply chain because they operate worldwide, environmental concerns such as plastic waste and sustainability because they use plastic as their packaging, changing consumer taste, which requires new product and strategies, maintaining consistent product quality among many independent partners or bottlers.
My topic is about financial performance. First is total franchise revenue. The $47.06 that Coca-Cola is only the money they made from selling the syrup. Ngunit ang kabuuan ng kita ng inumin ng Coca-Cola sa buong bansa kasama na ang kita ng franchise partner ay mas mataas pa. Example, just one big partner company, Coca-Cola HBC made $11.6 billion USD from selling the finishing bottle and cans. Letter B is Realty Fee Concentrate Sales and Marketing Contribution. Concentrate sales and the royalty equivalent is Coca-Cola money by selling concentrate and syrup to their partner company. Ito ang kanilang pangunahing paraan ng pagkuha ng royalty o kita because they make money on every Coca-Cola product that their partners make. Next is marketing contribution. The marketing structure is a partnership where the Coca-Cola Company, the Coca-Cola found in high-level global brand building campaign, while a franchise partner is responsible for heavy investment in local sales and distribution to ensure the product reach customer. And next is letter C, average franchise sales and growth rate. The Coca-Cola Company organic revenue growth, the statement indicate that the Coca-Cola Company achieved a 12% increase in organic revenue for the entire year 2024. Means ay tumaas ang kanilang binta tungkol sa international business ng pagtaas ng presyo at paglago ng benta. Next is global unit case volume growth. Global unit case volume growth of 1% for the full year 2024 means ang kabuuan ng bilang ng mga unit ng inumin ng naibinta ng sistema ng Coca-Cola sa buong mundo ay tumaas ng 1%. And the last, insight. Ang kumpanya ay kumikita ng mas maraming pera, hindi lang sa pagbibinta ng mas maraming inumin, kundi higit sa lahat ng pagtaas ng presyo.
So in appendices, the first is franchise testimonials and success stories. So many business owners says that Coca-Cola's training program helped them learn how to manage money, handle inventory, and grow their sari-sari stores. So nakatabang gyapon sa ilang Coca-Cola no kung ang Coca-Cola training program kung unsaon nila pag kini manage sa ilang kwarta o pag-handle sa mga inventory. Like, nitabang gyapon ang Coca-Cola sa ilaha nga para mulambo ang ilang stores. So, the second is the marketing materials and collateral. So, Coca-Cola uses posters, flyers, branded merchandise, shelf displays, digital ads, special packaging, and TV or radio commercials to promote its product. So, that's all my topic. Thank you.